Hi, it's Jan Johnson, and thank you so much for tuning in. And now we're going to cover the fourth aspect to the fundamentals of telling your story and becoming a great storyteller. We have covered digging in, brainstorming, and discovering who you are. We have also discovered and talked about the importance of emotion in a story. And then we talked about descriptive and being able to put adjectives to the words so that you're describing the story. Today what we're going to talk about is the characters in the story. And so let's just talk about it. Is this a creative writing class? No. But is this a creative writing class? Yes. Because you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. You have to realize that you're digging in here when you're learning how to do this, both online and offline. You want to be able to be animated kind of within what you're talking about, and that includes when you're talking about the characters of the story. Now, the characters of the story are going to be, your reps, maybe your customers, maybe your spouse, maybe your children, maybe your grandchildren, friends. But the people that you're talking to, either in person in a group or online, aren't going to know who these people are. So you want to give them more than just a name. You want to give them a personality. And so giving those characters in your story a personality is kind of a talent, and it takes a little practice, but when you get used to it, you're going to get really good at it. And that's what's going to make people engage with you. This is so important. And so sometimes maybe you even want to give them a voice. Maybe if you're talking about them and it's an in-person thing or even on a video thing, you change your voice a little bit, or you do their accent or whatever. Anybody can do this, really. Or if you are writing it, then you maybe can describe their voice. In any event, you want to give that character a personality as concisely and interestingly as possible in order to tell your story. I'm going to give you an example. I have two sons, and my youngest son is Eli. And whenever I'm telling a story about Eli, it's usually about how focused he is, or how successful he is, or something that he's accomplished from being on top of things, or whatever. And I usually start any story about Eli like this to kind of set the stage for him. Eli's my youngest son, and let me tell you, he is the most focused person that I have ever come across. When he was like 4 years old, he used to count the stripes on either side of his bedspread to make sure they were evenly aligned on either side when he made the bed. And also, when he used to ride his bike, as soon as he got back, he immediately came in the house and got a tweezers and picked all of the stones out of the tire treads. Now, that is a true story about my son, but it immediately sets the stage for how focused and particular he is. So as I go on now and tell this story about him, that he just recently accomplished this or he did that, they kind of have a picture of Eli's personality just based on that little description that I did. So hopefully you're getting the point in this. Learn how to describe your characters, give them a voice and a personality within your story. That's a real key piece. I hope this video helped you, and if it did, pass it on and stay tuned for number 5 in our 6-part series. Thank you.